Alright, well I promised the guys on TreasureNet that I would do a video at some point showing a little bit of a close-up of this pin that I found at one of my Civil War sites here in southern Indiana. And I also wanted to go ahead and test it for its gold content. I had a buddy of mine test it a couple days after I found it, and it tested somewhere between 14 and 18 karat, but I figured I'd go ahead and do it. I ordered a gold testing kit, and it actually finally just came in. I ordered it about 4 weeks ago, so I don't know what the holdup was. But this is it. It's the best we can figure. It's a Mourning pin. It's got some really, really great detail on it in the leaves and up here on the top and down at the bottom. So what I've got here is I've got some gold testing solution. I'm going to throw away the 10 karat for this because I'm not going to need it right now. So we're going to concentrate on the 14 and the 18 karat. And I've also got a 22 karat. So, alright, here's the scratch stone. And I want to be very careful doing this because I could, I don't know if you can see it, but these sides right here are actually like brazed on, and if I press too hard it could break them off. So I really don't want to do that. So I think I'm just going to take it right here at the corner. Alright. I think that's got a good enough scratch on it. So we'll go ahead and put the 14 karat. Doesn't even touch it. You can see it smoking a little bit. Let me get a rag and wipe it off. Bo, go on. My dog's trying to see what I'm doing here. Okay. So now we'll try the 18 karat. Try not to get any of this stuff on my fingers. This is like, I believe it's nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Wow. That is the 18 karat. Yeah, that's 18 karat. And it's still not eating it away. Huh. Well, maybe my buddy had some bad acid or something. Okay. Well, I guess let's jump onto the 22 karat. See what that does. Okay. It's very, very, very slowly eating it away. Still, it's not really eating it away that fast. Huh. Wow, that's not what I expected, honestly. That's still there, even at 22 karat. So this is a really, really, really high grade gold. Maybe I ought to try that again. I don't want to scratch this thing up too much because, like I said, it's pretty delicate. I'll just do a full scratch with the 22 karat test, if that makes any sense. I'm a little I'm a little confused to why it's not really being eaten away by 18 karat. I thought it was 18 karat. Try it again. Nice scratch there. Hopefully it's not damaging the edge. No, it doesn't look like it. All right, let's do this again. 22 karat. Wow. Yeah, so this has got to be about 20 karat. And you see it's not disappearing very fast at all. Some of it's not even disappearing. Put a little more on there. Well, okay. So it's between 20 and 22 karat. This is brand new acid, so it's definitely good. Maybe his was just really old. I don't know. I really don't know why. Maybe he got the bottles mixed up. Because if I remember right, his didn't have all this. They didn't look like this. They didn't have the carat. All he had was the colored caps. So I guess he could have gotten them mixed up. But that's definitely a really yellow acid compared to the 18 karat, which is, pretty much clear. Well, it's finally disappearing. All right, cool. So it's actually somewhere between 18 and 22, and judging by how slowly it's being eaten away at 22, I'd say it's 20 karat. That's cool. It's definitely one of the neatest things I've ever found. I'll show you some other stuff that I found at the same site. Let me get these acid bottles put up, and I'll show you the other stuff that I've got. Alright, well, I'm going to start off by showing you guys my two favorite finds for this year. Well, from these two sites anyway. I got this really cool little patriotic eagle. And then obviously the gold Mourning pin. They came from the same place. And actually they were about, I don't know, 10 feet apart, something like that. So here's the rest of the relics that we found, or that I've found out at that place. We started calling that particular camp Cleaner Hill because we find a ton of Williams cleaners up there. I bet between the three of us we've probably found about 15 of these things. We've found as many Williams cleaners as we have just regular mini balls. We've gotten a couple of carved bullets up there. There's another one that I don't know what they were trying to do with this one, but they kind of went crazy with it. I thought it was a fired bullet at first, but those are all knife marks and cuts. So we found a lot of buttons out there, and these 3 buttons came from a different site, so I'm not going to include those. But we found a lot of brass stuff up there too. A lot of knapsack pieces, J-hooks, and rivets. So I don't see one right now. Here's one. A lot of these came out of there. Now these are from 2 different sites. These bullets here, actually these are from different sites too. But these are from 2 different campsites. This site is from about, I'd say maybe 100 yards away. So it may very well be part of the same camp. But it's the only place that we've actually found these huge bullets. These are 70 caliber for the, we think for the Lorenz, the Austrian Lorenz. They're all plug cavities, which are kind of rare. You don't see these very often. Here's kind of an interesting one. It's a fired bullet that's also carved. So they fired it and then dug it out, whatever they shot it into, maybe a tree or the dirt, something like that, and then carved on it. One of my favorite carved bullets for this year. But I think out of this site alone, we've pulled close to 50 bullets out of there just in the last 2 months. And I know for a lot of you Virginia guys, that's a good day's hunt. Now for us, finding 1 or 2 bullets here in southern Indiana is a really good day's hunt. So it's very, very hard to find Civil War sites in southern Indiana. A lot of research goes into it. But we've also found a lot of brass stuff, some suspender pieces and knapsack J hooks and triangle hooks and rivets. This is I think it's either off of a rifle sling or from a sword belt rig. Not 100% sure. Got this ring from that site. It's just gold plated, but it is super old. Unfortunately, pretty much all the buttons we find out at this place are completely destroyed. All we ever find is the backs. And there have been a couple times where we've actually found complete buttons like this, but if I try cleaning this up more than what it is, it'll just disintegrate. It's very, very delicate. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. Found a lot of these, and it took me forever to figure out exactly what they were. Trying to find another one here. There we go. So I posted these on one of the Facebook groups, and immediately someone commented what they were, and it makes perfect sense now. They are carpet bag latches. And it also makes sense that I would have found a carpet bag key on one of the last hunts. So I never in a million years would have guessed what these were, but we found, I think, 6 or 7 of them now. Only one key though, which is pretty neat. I've also found one piece out there that really just baffles me. So if any of you guys have an idea what this is, it actually fell apart. Please let me know. It's like a chain of some kind. Not exactly sure what it is. So there you have it. This is a lot of stuff that we found out at that, well, at 2 different sites within about 100, 150 yards of each other. So there's quite a bit of stuff that's come out of here. And like I said, for southern Indiana, this is really good. This is the kind of stuff that we dream of here. But anyway, I'm going to try to do a few more videos this winter, because we're going to be getting out a lot. We've got some Civil War sites that we're going to try in central Kentucky. Got a few places lined up down there. But my problem is when I get out metal detecting, I don't think to take a video when I find something. I mean, I'll find a bullet and get a picture of it while it's still in the hole, and then pluck it out and put it in my pouch and keep going. But I'm going to try to do a few more videos if you guys would like to see them. And otherwise, I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting.